Last week, we talked about winter and how cool, neutral, or weak La Nina years tend to support a colder and snowier start to winter, especially in the month of December. That's what we're expecting for this upcoming year, but there's some other drivers that we need to take a look at to get a better idea of what to expect for the coming 2024-2025 winter. Hey guys, before we get to today's update, just wanted to drop a quick note. Be sure to subscribe to our page and like this video. Plus, if you haven't yet, go to claritywx.com and subscribe to our platform for only $8 a month. It's a great alternative to all the other weather apps that you're using right now, and you get discussions like this on a daily basis, plus the sneak peek at our current preliminary winter forecast. It's right there for you to view anytime. All of our updates are there on our Clarity Weather platform. Hope you all subscribe. Enjoy the video. One thing that we looked at was La Nina and how years that tend to have cooler waters or more of an eastern-based La Nina near South America, those years tend to be a little bit colder, and years that tend to have the colder than normal waters more towards the dateline in the Pacific Ocean, those tend to be a little bit warmer, especially the back half of winter. But there's a couple of other oceanic pattern drivers that we need to take a look at to get a better idea of what to expect for this upcoming winter. First things first, let's take a look at the oceanic temperatures right now. This map is just going to depict whether oceanic temperatures are warmer than normal or cooler than normal. And where the warmer than normal water set up or where the cooler than normal water set up help determine where thunderstorm activity along the equator will develop as we work into the winter months. That impacts the jet streams, and it will ultimately impact our pattern in the United States. Another big driver and what influences the Pacific jet stream are ocean temperatures in the North Pacific Ocean, spanning from Japan all the way out to Hawaii and off the west coast of North America and the United States. These ocean waters help determine how much moisture our jet stream is going to transport and how strong that jet stream will be, and ultimately determine whether we can get big undulations in the jet stream that can lead to polar vortex outbreaks and cold weather, or whether it will be warmer than normal, much like last winter. Taking a look here at our top oceanic analogs across the entire globe right now, we have years like 2021, 2017, 2013, 2005, and 2001. You may remember the winters of 2017 and 2013 for major blasts of Arctic air that happened in those winters. 2017-18 ended the winter on a warmer note, but 2013-14 is the coldest winter in the last decade. Was also very snowy for much of the United States. Taking a look at all of these years combined as we go into this winter, it tends to support cooler air to the north and more seasonable to warmer air the further south that you go. This would likely set up a favorable storm track, especially the first half of winter, and be more favorable for snow opportunities across parts of the Ohio Valley and into the Great Lakes. But there's a more specific pattern driver in the ocean that I want to talk about today that I think could ultimately be even a bigger influence than just global sea surface temperatures as a whole. That oscillation is called the Pacific decadal oscillation. It's a pattern in the Pacific Ocean, specifically the North Pacific Ocean, that only changes every about 10 to 20 years. It flips from a colder or a negative phase to a warmer and a positive phase. Right now, we're actually in one of the most negative or cold PDO phases of all time. So what we did today is we went back and looked at our cool, neutral, or weak La Nina years and combined them with negative PDO years to get an idea of how it would impact our pattern in the US. Specifically here, the Pacific decadal oscillation is indicated by warm ocean waters extending from Japan and cooler than normal ocean waters along the coast of the United States. That's our negative PDO. If we take a look at years that had this same combination, they tend to be quite cold across the north central part of the country into the Midwest, but warmer up the East Coast. With this type of a pattern, it probably wouldn't be all that great for East Coast winter lovers, but would be a very exciting pattern for anywhere from Chicago to Indianapolis to Des Moines to Minneapolis. These areas would favor above normal snow potential and an active pattern as we go into this winter. Again, this is just one other pattern drivers that we're starting to piece together for our winter forecast. If you'd like to get our preliminary winter forecast, you can scan the QR code or go to claritywx.com For as little as $8 a month, you can get all of our seasonal and our long range outlooks, as well as forecasts for your precise location. No ads, no data collection, just weather.